Welcome, welcome, every one of you watching this program. It's really a joy to bring it to you, the first segment of series of programs that will be coming entitled The Atmosphere for Healing. A special program that is being brought to you through the ministration, the healing ministration of our man of God, the highly esteemed Prophet Uebert Angel. So before we go further, we just want to thank him for answering to the call. Sir, the prophet to this new dispensation, we want to thank you, the prophet of God, the oracle of God, that have made it possible for healings to be just sprinkling up like an everyday thing. So we love you and we just want to appreciate you. This atmosphere for healing. Now, I just want to say, for the very first time, we have someone with us here in the studio at this time, and he has a very peculiar, very amazing, a miraculous encounter that have changed his life. He has transformed his life, and for this reason, he wants to share it to the rest of the world, so that you know that the power of God works within the atmosphere for healing when the man of God is around. So we encourage you to stay tuned as he himself will be narrating and giving you a detailed explanation of what had happened to him before and after his encounter with the man of God. And this has to do with bowel movement. It has to do with hemorrhage. It has to do with what they call pile. And this is a very chronic disease, a chronic situation. And sometimes it paralyzed him. He couldn't move. He was restricted to one place because he was incontinent. In other words, anytime he moves around, he was just, like going to the toilet. And this was something severe. It makes him, all his career, everything was just down the drain. He had gone from hospital to hospital. He has a lot of medical reports to show that which he was going through. But by this special grace that is upon the man of God, when he entered that atmosphere for healing, something changed, something transformed in his life, and he wants to share with you. So I encourage you, stay tuned. We will be right back to hear from the man himself as he gave his testimony for you to understand the power of God as it works through the man of God. Thank you. Just stay tuned. We will be right back.
God's Medicine, authored by Prophet Uebert Angel. In this book, learn how to receive divine healing and, equally important, how to keep it. Immerse yourself in this teaching by Prophet Angel, a man who has a very potent healing ministration that is seeing multitudes receive their healing from all manner of ailments around the world. Order your copy from www.uebertangel.org or from Amazon Kindle. .org.
Welcome back once more. This is The Atmosphere for Healing. As I told you before the break, I have with me in the studio today a special guest with an amazing testimony. And I just want to quickly present to you. In fact, he will introduce himself to you as he go about telling us exactly his encounter with the man of God in the atmosphere for healing. Welcome, my brother Vince.
Thank you so much, Pastor.
We are happy to have you here today in the studio. So,
my name is Brother Vince, and I'm from Spirit Embassy Church in Birmingham, in the United Kingdom. And it's an honor to be here to share my testimony with you today, to see what God has been doing in my life.
So, Brother Vince, in terms of what you were going through, the disease that you were suffering from, can you talk us through some of the symptoms or what was happening to you in terms of how it impacted your day-to-day life? And can you really, talk us through, let us get an idea what was happening to you?
When I say these symptoms that I was going through, it embedded me. I couldn't go anywhere. I was stationed at home 24 hours. I couldn't really go anywhere without knowing that I need to empty my stool, my feces. Sometimes I will urinate before I even know it. Wow. It'll be there. It was a situation where, I, as an adult, to go through something like this, and I know there's somebody maybe watching me today, around the world today, that are going through similar things, but I can assure you that this disease, it is a real disease, And they said there are no cure for it all over the world.
Wow. Wow.
Doctors all over the world, they have no cure for this disease.
And I can imagine where, as you said, just going in the gathering, and you are not really sure that immediately you will start to just like toilet. Yeah, even on your trousers or whatever you were wearing at that time. So I believe it was something very, very embarrassing.
Oh,
for
it
you.
was. I couldn't socialize with anyone.
Wow.
I never told anyone. I kept it to myself.
Wow.
It was times when I thought to myself, how long will this be before I could really see results?
Wow.
And then I knew straight away what the doctor had told me, that there was no cure for this disease. And it was excruciating, the pain that I was going through, the cramps, the loss of weight. Sometimes I will lose certain memory, to focusing.
I know. Obviously, it will definitely impact also your working life, your career, everything.
Nothing was moving. There was no income coming in. I was there trying to live on handouts, and at the same time, I was trying to hide my pride as well at the same time. So it was something that I could say that I experienced something that I wish I would never experience again. But I was there for me to come and be telling this story here today around the world of what this Crohn disease really is. It's so chronic. It's a chronic disease.
Terrible.
Terrible disease.
Well. You see, as you talk, I smile a little bit because I see you now. I believe you were not the same Brother Vance before meeting the man of God.
No, I wasn't.
From all that you have explained, everything that you had kind of brought to life, what you are going through is any ageable person, anyone really going through that kind of problem, even to be in the company of families, it would have been difficult for you.
Very difficult, Pastor, because there were times when I didn't answer the phone, I didn't go to appointments, I didn't go anywhere. I was bedridden.
Wow. Now tell me, this is actually the situation that have kind of paralyzed everything concerning your life.
Oh, yes.
And then suddenly, how did you really now know about the man of God, the highly esteemed Prophet Uebert Angel? How did you enter into the atmosphere for healing?
In 2019, I went home one day after going out, just for a short walk.
Yeah.
And I came home and I was just flicking through the gospel channels.
Right.
And the second channel I saw Prophet Uebert Angel. Channel 596.
So that's
Sky 596.
Oh, yeah. And that is 2019.
2019.
Oh, but you are really a blessed man, because in 2019, Sky 596 was launched in the month of May. And then just a few months afterward, here you are flipping channels and live Sky 596. So tell me exactly, what did you see on Sky 596?
When I saw 596, what I saw was a prophet that I had seen many years ago.
Wow.
Looking through YouTube and other channels.
Yeah.
But I had no idea that this time an encounter with the prophet was due.
Wow.
And after watching 596, I remember seeing an advert that he was here based in the UK.
Okay.
Because I thought, well, do I need now to go to Africa to see my man of God? Then I realized now he was in the UK.
That's right.
So I decided I am going to attend Spirit Embassy, the Good News Church in Birmingham.
Okay.
It was on the Wednesday that I watched the service live on TV. Yeah. And on Sunday I was in church.
Wow. So you were determined.
I was determined.
After you watched the man of God, after you saw him, and I believe you saw miracles upon miracles happening. Because when you speak of Africa, that year he was in Uganda, and we have countless miracles taking place. And I believe you saw with yourself. And so you believe in yourself that when these things are happening, by just being in that atmosphere with the man of God, and you yourself made an effort to go to the church where you would have seen him. And so you went there. And I believe you were excited.
Oh, I was excited.
So what really took place in that meeting?
In that
service? How did he prophesy to you? What really transpired? Tell us.
No, the prophet, he didn't lay hands on me or anything like that. No. That's all happened was an handshake.
He shook your hand.
That's all it was.
That is something.
From that moment there, I know that I had an encounter with the man of God.
Wow. Just with a handshake.
Just a handshake. Wow. And I knew that the atmosphere that I was in was the atmosphere of Jesus.
Wonderful. And from that moment, from that moment, that handshake that you had with the man of God, when you attended the service, when you were in that atmosphere of healing. It is the atmosphere of healing because he carried, that's the ministration of the man of God. And that's one of the things that he's kind of renowned for around the world. Wherever he goes, signs, miracles follow.
As I can say, in the issue with the woman with the issue of blood, when she saw Jesus and she said, if I could only touch the hem of his garment,
that's right.
Only touch, I know that I will be made old.
That's right.
So from that moment when I touched the hand of the prophet, I feel like everything lifted from inside the
wow. I'm just excited, you know.
Yeah, power came back into me.
That's right.
So I know then that encounter there with the man of God, everything changed from that moment.
Wow.
From that moment. And prior to that, I had an appointment back at the hospital.
Yeah.
A week within that service.
Yes.
And as soon as I entered that hospital,
yeah,
he didn't believe I was the same man.
You met your doctor?
Yeah, he didn't believe I was the same man.
After going through all the necessary examinations.
He looked at me thinking, is this the same man? Because the joy in me, you know, and the stance.
It was the same doctor that was
the same doctor. The same doctor.
You were suffering from an illness that was incurable.
Yeah.
Now he sees that it is healed.
He's seen me away and
you
thinking,
are healed.
And when I'm telling you this, I'm free. I'm here to tell you today that there's no more bleeding.
What a joy.
No more discomfort.
Wow.
No more going to the loo with this. What?
That's powerful. That's powerful. So just a handshake of the man of God completely transform your life. In
the atmosphere.
Yeah.
With the man of God.
Wow.
I knew from that moment.
Yeah.
That it had came out of me. Wow. What was in me. I became a new man. From that very moment.
Amen. And you see that heaviness that was lifted from you. It was like the disease,
instantly,
you know,
lifted.
just departing from your
instantly,
spirit.
I just felt light instantly from that moment.
Wow.
And I knew it was the encounter with the man of God.
Amen.
Changing everything from that moment.
I just want you to still invite someone because more to come from Brother Vince concerning this amazing testimony in this program, The Atmosphere for Healing. You have to invite someone to listen to what God is doing through the healing ministration of our man of God, the highly esteemed Prophet Uebert Angel. So we will have a short break and we will be right back.
God's Medicine, authored by Prophet Uebert Angel. In this book, learn how to receive divine healing and, equally important, how to keep it. Immerse yourself in this teaching by Prophet Angel, a man who has a very potent healing ministration that is seeing multitudes receive their healing from all manner of ailments around the world. Order your copy from www.uebertangel.org or from Amazon Kindle.
Okay, we are back. This is The Atmosphere for Healing, and I'm here with my brother Vince. Brother Vince, you've been telling us a lot of things, just amazing testimony that you have shared with us. But after your encounter and after all that you have gone through, after your encounter specifically with the man of God, with the prophet himself, after that handshake, just tell us how your life has been, how things are beginning to happen in your life. Give us exactly an idea, because before meeting the man of God, it was like you were restricted. You were somehow self-isolated. You couldn't socialize. You couldn't go in a gathering because you were somehow embarrassed that you would just lose feces or you would just toilet, openly. But now you have met the man of God. You have received your healing. Tell us exactly what has been going on in your life now.
Oh, life has changed completely now, Pastor. I mean, I'm now joyful. I'm full of life. I'm just strengthening me.
Oh, wow.
I'm joyous now.
Yeah.
I mean, even my doctors are confused. When I go to my doctor now, is this the same man that came that many years ago?
Yeah.
It is me. I've even got the report here to prove.
That's right.
What it was before,
yeah,
and what is it now after the encounter with the man of God.
Oh, wonderful.
So you can see that in me now, I'm a different person. I'm a new man now.
That's it. That's it. That's it. So once you have entered that atmosphere for healing, once we have encountered the man of God, we know that he carries an environment.
Oh, absolutely.
Now, there are a lot of people who are watching this program right now as we speak. And they might be going even through this similar problem, or they might be told by their doctors that they have an incurable disease or an incurable illness, and so they are frustrated. They don't know what to do. Now, because of your experience, because of meeting the man of God, and now your life has been transformed, I believe you have a word for someone out there to really tell them exactly when they meet the man of God, what happens to their life. Just look in that camera and tell someone what really they should expect.
You know, just one teaching from the man of God,
Amen.
just one teaching, it changes everything.
Amen.
Because the word that he preaches is the word that is for you.
It's true.
It's the word that brings healing
It's true.
into those dry bones.
Amen.
It changes everything. One encounter with a man of God. That's all it takes.
That's powerful. That's powerful. I know that your life has been completely transformed.
Oh, completely.
In terms of your family, in terms of your career. Just tell a little bit also how you have been going through with all that have encapsulated, your life.
Oh, I can go anywhere now. I mean, I'm in church now, regularly in church. I'm there taking my notes because it's very important how to keep your healing.
Amen.
My life is a living testimony
Amen.
of what
Amen.
God has done in my life through the man of God.
Amen.
And my evidence and my living
Just
testimony.
then on that point, because your life is a living testimony.
Oh,
an
absolutely.
amazing miracle that's happened in your life, the healing that you experience through just by the touch of the man of God, just a handshake
Just
by
handshake.
the man of God. Your life has been transformed.
No more
Now,
medication.
I just want you to also, for the second time, look in that camera. What do you like to say to our man of God?
Prophet Uebert Angel. It was an honor, and it's always an honor to be in the company of a prophet. A prophet I know that was sent by God into my life, that changes everything. And to this day, I remain faithful to my man and woman of God in Spirit Embassy, because I know that God has brought me.
Well, you have listened to the testimony shared by my brother Vance. Very powerful testimony, just by encountering a handshake with the man of God have transformed his life from what doctors have told him, a disease that is incurable. Today he's alive, he's well, he's going about his normal business. I want to encourage you, wherever you are, whatever part of the globe that you may be living, as long as you are connected to the man of God, as long as you are part and parcel of that which is happening around the man of God, distance has no barrier. In the realm of the spirit, distance is no barrier. We have seen where the men of God decreed and declared things happening in life. We see testimonies upon testimony. We cannot even bring everybody here in the studio, but a lot of testimonies taking place. You can even register on the Healing Institute, and through that, you are connected. And whatever declaration is made, when the prophet of God around the globe is known for prophecy, when we say prophecy that is forensic, he's known for that. Whatever he says, we have seen it come to pass again and again. So many prophecies, but equally so, there is a healing ministration that is so much potent when it comes to what the man of God is doing through this dispensation, what God is using our prophet to accomplish in the lives of people. Testimonies upon testimony. We have countless testimonies, thousands upon thousands, in fact millions, but we cannot be in a position to bring everybody here. So that encourage you wherever you are. Follow the man of God. Follow the prophet to this last dispensation. Follow the oracle of God. Whatever he says, make sure that you collect it and take it. It's most of what the prophet says, and you have to grab it for yourself and make sure that you receive your healing in that atmosphere of healing, that you are also counted. So many books also written by the prophet, including God's medicine, where you can receive and keep your healing. So many things that you just have to be part of what the prophet is doing, and you will definitely receive your healing. Thank you for watching. And before going, we just want to thank our man of God, the highly esteemed Prophet Uebert Angel, who have made it possible for us to be able to reach you today. Thank you, sir. We love you. And we really thank you, viewers. You watch out for the next segment. Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Receive your healing at the Healing Institute with Prophet Uebert Angel. Register for free at www.healinginstitute.com. healinginstitute.org.